Your late father held your hand with other delegates from the Mark community to State House to declare exodus from ODM to Jubilee. Months after his burial, you defected to Isaac Ruto's CCM. Why go against your late dad's wish?
Wow. I didn't go against his wishes. I actually tried to honor his wishes and honor his dreams. Several months later, the demand by the people was extremely potent, if you say. Because as a politician, if you go against the wishes of the people, then you're not really going anywhere. So I called some elders. By the way, I actually did a whole ritual situation, just in case there was a curse on my head, in case I went against his wishes, his dying wishes. So I got the elders and we had a discussion, and they said this is not one of those laws or something that your father leaves with you that can cause problems for you in your future. This is politics. So we had a whole cleansing ceremony and I was given permission to go to the party that the people wanted me to go to. CCM is the upcoming brand. You know, you have to stay with the times. You have to be fashionable.
But when you look at Narok County, it's a battle between NASA and Jubilee. And many would say there must have been something that made Lydia come out of Jubilee. Is it that you feared competition in the primaries?
Competition is what I'm going for on August 8th. It's not competition that I feared. It's that I felt uncomfortable in Jubilee because of the people. Jubilee is actually not a favorite party in Narok. It's an uphill task to sell Jubilee in Narok. And so I was like Masai say, pushing water up the hill. Not easy to do, but dealing with Uhuru Kenyatta alone. And then it was sort of disconnected. You're dealing with the president, but the party situation is disconnected from you. And you see, you need to be within the party. You can't, when are you talking to this president all the time? You're going to State House when? I mean, you go to State House like once. And then after that, you have to deal with the party bodies and the party guys sitting in various positions. I was welcomed by the president, Uhuru Kenyatta. He took me in quite well, but I felt, you know, there was a section that did not welcome me.
You've mentioned President Uhuru Kenyatta.
And I have nothing against him. He's done so well by me.
But didn't mention Deputy President William Ruto. Is he among the people who didn't welcome you?
He caused a lot of mayhem in Narok. I was told that the current women rep is non-controversial. The current women rep is somebody who has been very loyal to the party. With words like those, you read between the lines. And that is what the problem is with Jubilee. They have a KANU era mentality. It's still with them. The Moi era mentality, where he says, kitu na malisa nimesha sema namna hii, bas, inakuwa bas. This is no longer the case. This is a democracy. The democracy is real now. Democracy is real. You choose your leaders.
During your father's funeral, ODM leader Raila Odinga, he talked about a phone call. After that, did he try to offer an olive branch to you and tell you, come on this side?
That phone call was a surprise to the family, just like it was a surprise to most Kenyans. But you know, if I make a phone call just now inside there, would you know that I've made a phone call? So I don't know that that phone call was ever made. I can't say for sure there was a phone call or there wasn't any, because I spoke to him at 9. And he was telling me, today we must inform them that we're with the president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and we're with the government, we're in Jubilee, and this is the kind of statement you must make. So that's what he told me at 9 at night, an hour before he passed on. So that telephone call, between friends, maybe there was a phone call. Maybe he tried, they talked, had some banter. Maybe it's a political statement by Raila. I don't know. Raila didn't leave our family. He came, he was with us throughout. And in fact, one of my brothers is in ODM. Seriously in ODM, because he believes in Raila. I'm in CCM because I believe in the policies in CCM. the principles in CCM.
And talking about you going into politics, is it about just hereditary politics? Are you just riding on your father's name?
Riding on my dad's name is excellent. You know, it's a step above. I'm not starting at the very bottom. But even then, it's not that. It's something that's in my blood. Been doing it for years. And in the family, I was always the politician next to my father. Every time he dealt during his political era and during his time. I was always the other alternative, you know. When we are dealing with the Wananchi, if he's not there, I deal with them. When we are dealing with I was his manager for some time. We were in sync, really in sync with Mzee. We used to talk with him and people wondered, when I was talking to him on the phone, people would wonder whether I'm talking to a friend. We'd chat and laugh, and it was so easy to talk to him. So I've been always in politics.
What can you say you've done for the people of Narok County?
I don't know if there's going to be a lady, even probably the current governor, who can match the things I've done in Narok County. When I was in my 20s, I started educating kids from Masai Mara and from Mau. I've been educating not less than 15 children from my pocket, not from bursary and all. I was also a nominated councillor, and during that time I built bridges, I brought greenhouses to the women.
You say you've done all this for the people of Narok, but in 2013 you vied for the Narok Women Rep on an ODM ticket and lost to the incumbent. Why didn't they elect you then, if you've done all that for them?
Do people really usually follow development? They follow trends. In 2013, what happened is that ODM was very popular. And then suddenly there was this URP wave that came from God knows where, and that's politics. The URP wave, the TNA wave, it just came and it swept the country. So we were taken by the storm, and I was not riding above the storm.
And with CCM, will the storm take you again?
No, this is the CCM wave. The wave of CCM has come and is now sweeping over Masai land. It's actually sweeping seriously. It's taking, we're likely, from what I can see, we're going to get quite likely the big positions in Narok County. Now I am in fashion. That time I was not going with the trend.
In 2013, you vied for Women Rep. 2017, you're still going for the same position. Why Women Rep? Is it that you don't want to compete with men?
I'm not scared of competing with the men. They actually tried to get me to go for MP when my dad died, but I thought jumping ship, changing from Women Rep to another seat would not really go well with what I believed in. I actually believed in this seat to be able to bring something to the women. Only sadly, the issue of Women Rep doesn't really, it was a bit of an unfair deal. It was a raw deal.
Then why go for a raw deal?
It's a raw deal that needs a voice. You cannot leave it like that. You know, you always need to take a baby and run with it. This is my baby, I want to run with it.
In 2010, you were arrested and arraigned in court over chaos in a no rally in Suswa. It is alleged that you incited Yes supporters to storm the meeting. Can you be described as a troublemaker?
What do you see here? Do I look like a troublemaker? I'm a peaceful Kenyan. That's a very funny question. I'm not a troublemaker. I just don't like my feet to be trodden on. And I thought the no campaigns at that time came to place their campaigns in an area that we considered sacred. Suswa was our sacred ground as Masais to make our declarations as Masais. So Masais, if it was Masais leading the no campaigns, it would have been okay. It wasn't them. And this is where I was like, hey, who are you to come and make a declaration in Suswa? Go and make it somewhere else.
So should we expect more chaos if you're elected for example, Narok Women Representative, and things don't go your way, you're not happy with...
Let's just say my voice will be heard whenever things don't go the way I believe they should, especially if it affects my people. That, my voice will be heard.
Talk to us about the governor's race in Narok. Why is it so heated? And we even seen the current governor, Samuel Tunai, coming under pressure, demonstrations against him. Why so?
Amongst which I was in the demonstrations. Whatever finances or resources that Narok County has had does not have a commensurate development record. The road leading to the governor's office is potholed. It's like 1 kilometer. It's potholed. Narok is called Mwisho ya Maendeleo because the road from Nakuru comes where Narok County starts, it stops, the tarmac, and now you're on rough road. The one to Masai Mara, rough road. So we are saying the current county government must go home. Must go home.
So what will you be driving if you get that seat?
I talk about the 3 E's of empowerment. The 3 E's of empowerment are education, employment, and entrepreneurship.
What happens if you lose?
I'm not somebody who's starting my life. I'm actually offering to give my life up to the people. I'm offering servant leadership. I'm offering my time, my energy, my education, my principles. I'm offering all this up to the people. If, for example, they were to reject that, I'd come back and continue with my businesses. But it would be a surprise if they rejected what I have to offer. I am the icing on the cake.